Good morning. We're starting our weekly meditation. Be the Light. I'm Jorgensen here in Port Townsend this morning. And I chose a card from the Angel Love book. We know that the angelic realm is quite active in working with us, talking to us, and helping us figure out how to navigate these times between worlds. And some of us are actually, our very circuitry is of angelic origin. So I picked the benediction card. Your soul seeks a benediction from the Holy Spirit. Benedictions purify your mind, emotions, and body, overcoming distracting influences so that you can experience a direct connection with the divine. The soul is a sacred being, an expression of loving light, and it will emerge only during moments when you have consecrated yourself in the service of the Almighty. That's very sweet for today. In the last few days, I've been gifted so many books, and one of them is 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐔𝐓, Star Seeds. I think it's Coming of the Star Seeds. And this book was written in the 80s, and he prophesied everything that's happening right now. The fact that we're opening up to these greater energies, we're having these divine inspirations, and suddenly things seem easier. Suddenly we're seeing our tribal kindred spirit friends, and it's easier to play with them and to create and have fun. Suddenly it's easier to find the money for the right things because it's time. And in 1980s, when he prophesied this, so many of us, on Earth time, it's so slow, it's taken so long, and this whole morphing process has been so confusing and so terrible. And when will it ever come? Some of us almost lost faith, but it's here. And in angel time, it's only a blink. It's a blink. It's a blink from the time in the 80s that we had this harmonic convergence. Think about that. Everything's frequencies. Earth, you, your friends, food, everything is a vibration, a harmonic dance. And so in the 80s, we had this harmonic convergence, this harmonic beginning of reconstituting everything to a divine order. And so some of us, we had to actually separate ourselves out of our regular lives, go live in communes, hang out with only really joyful people of a high vibration. And some of us stuck it out right where we were, which is a little more difficult, having feet in both worlds with a lot of low density people. But we all pretty much kept showing up in service, whatever it took. And I promised in 2023, we're going to change from talking about healing and all the density and the issues and the trauma, and truly just imbibe and just enjoy. It's like the end of a trip or the end of labor pains, where now the baby is here, the new birth. We've done the traversing, we've done the heaviness, carrying everything on our back with all our hopes and dreams. And 2023 is absolutely a time of this benediction, of allowing ourselves to perhaps even have a little ritual today, a ritual of graduating from the old bubble and way of being, which we still honor, we still observe, and we know that it's, part and parcel of still being a human here on earth. But we are looking ahead, and it's pretty clear sailing. You've done enough work. Our hearts can rest. The major angst is over. So if there's a lot of things still banging around, let's call it residual. And let's just say that sometimes things happen in the etheric so quickly, and then they come down in our physical body, they gel. So it takes a bit of time for us to sort our physicality from things that we took on to work through before, health issues, some severe health issues. But now, this light coming in and this open doors, this light coming in again is present in the etheric. But our physical bodies, it has to come down and it has to wiggle down, and often it takes a little readjustment so we don't go into healing trauma shock. So let's think about this benediction. It's kind of an old world word, but when I think of it, I think of truly an anointment. And often I do have a little frankincense here, so we'll do a meditation and we will hold on to this vision that we have now reached the 0 point where we can use our purified thoughts to create something new, something in alignment with the Almighty. And the Almighty is simply Source and the divine principles of creation. And so just as he predicted in the 80s, this Ken, that we would have the help of the angelic realm. Some of us are angels and have that communication system. Some of us are from other galactic realms. But we absolutely are there. We are communing. We are present. So it's time to give our attention and focus to that, not what's wrong, but to celebrate and to consecrate this. And to consecrate something, of course, is a visual. So this 0 point I'm talking about, when I talk about when we do the cross here, that has nothing to do, it's something that modern religion adopted from the ancient alchemists who understood exactly what that meant. The cross is simply dying to the light. Within the cross, we have the masculine, the thoughts, the thinking, the mind, and we have the feminine holding spirit and space on earth. And when you are balanced in your masculine and feminine, this open area of all potential, because of the creation of balance, the doing, the being, and all the things that we talk about all the time, that we are able to float open the middle where there is no crucifixion, there's no pain, we're not hanging on a cross dying, it's all a metaphor. But when we are balanced in our doing and caring for ourselves, not waiting for someone else to rescue us, and when we are the feminine, being inclusive, collaborative, and loving and intuitive, this opening forms right in the middle of the cross, and that is the 0 point. That is a 0 point that connects to all the other 0 points everywhere on the grid of all that is, on earth, in human bodies, in plants, and gives you your golden ticket to commune with and create with all that is. Your GPS is established, and you get this scroll. This is a graduation today, a scroll saying, you have devoted yourselves in service, sometimes blind, following it, pure faith that this divine plan was going to come through. But I'm here to say today, truly, it's just been a big divine blink in divine time on earth. It was years to you, sometimes painful hours or minutes, but that's the human journey, and we're graduating. So just reflect on your own journey your own life, your prenatal contracts with the Creator, and just put it all into perspective. From angelic time, it's been just a blink. So take a deep, deep, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And our hearts are expanding in appreciation for what? For ourselves. For hanging in there, for sticking it out. So take a deep breath and in this moment reflect. Reflect and open your heart like a mirror, because there are divine beings surrounding you. And I'm talking dozens. Divine unseen beings, angelic realms, who are looking at you saying, please understand what a blessing your courage, your stick-to-itiveness has been. You're showing up, doing the right thing no matter what. Even when everybody else had a different group think, you did your best to make things work with all of your tools in that moment. And I know that's true. I feel you, somebody was saying, well, I didn't do this or that. You did your best, given the people, the assumptions, the perceptions, and all that was happening in that wonky earth realm. Just let it go. Because today, you're on your throne. You're on your day of recognition, consecration, making it real, standing between worlds. So take another deep breath, the nose out through the mouth, and feel the love and appreciation as we call in your spirit guides. Here they are, stadiums worth. I'm talking stadium worth of benevolent beloveds, not in human form. Christ, Buddha, Mary Magdalene, archangels. Let your heart receive this appreciation. Why? Because appreciation is love, and it is the highest vibration. So we are raising our vibrations together right now, profoundly, in this circle, those on the meditation and those that will listen to it in the future. For honestly, time is just a fake construct of man as well, to measure and gain and get ahead. So just take a deep breath and let it all go. All constructs, we consecrate them to the light, to the bonfire of absolute truth and presence. So we know what's coming next. And you can say it with me in your mind or out loud. You're all muted. We ask and intend to set a sacred space. We put ourselves in a beautiful whole line of balance, a geometric structure. We separate ourselves from everything else, everything. And it's just us, in our presence, in our heart. No thinking. Let your mind melt into that 0 point safely now. No thoughts required. In fact, Spirit is reminding us, as we are going through this immense recent transformation and all of these sun flares, oh my goodness, the frequencies. You have permission. I don't want to call them authorities, but I mean, they're pretty smart. Jesus, Buddha, all these beings that are saying, hey, wait a minute. Sometimes just unplug. So right now, feel your mind unplugging. There's nothing to do. Because what you're doing is refabricating and reattuning your body. This is the harmonic convergence, the final stage of your physicality being spiritualized. You have been spiritualizing the matter of your physicality now for decades. And you're there. So again, just relax. And don't think. It's okay just to float. Just to be in that inter realm. And that in itself is healing. because your heart and your lungs reach that perfect proportion of pulse that then matches the universal and galactic pulse of life and the divine principles of life-giving energy circulating through your body. Let your body come to this rhythm naturally by not thinking. The thinking resists. The thinking has pushback. The thinking judges. The thinking separates. In this moment, you're just expanded in presence and peace and love. So I could even stop talking for 10 minutes, and this would be so remediating. God, is that even a word? Remedial? Completely healing, therapeutic. Just to be in this presence of these high divine vibrational beings, and to not think. And to not think for 21 seconds, you are expanded in the realm that you can go up, no thoughts, that you can go up the galactic and universal freeway and commune with any being across all time and space. Imagine that just by not thinking. So I'm just saying little thises and that's, but the main thing is that you are feeling that you are still physically here, feel the weight of your body, but you're free. No thoughts. You're as light as a feather, and through your inner eye, the eye that your entire body is, you can look around and see light, and see truth, and see whether the light is dimmed. And you can see everything in relationship to divine light. You are seeing all with the eyes of the Almighty, of the Creator, because you are residing in the 0 point, of which is the circuitry of the Creator through all that is. You are equal. You are good enough. Your consciousness resides at the consciousness of the Creator. You've heard that sits at the right hand of God. Well, this is the actual physics, the layout, the truth of it. All consciousness is divine. And here you are parked in this physical body with the mouth to speak and hands to create. This is a phenomenal opportunity to live as a divine being, unfettered by human miscreations, misperceptions of what life was truly meant to be. And this is your time to do it safely with other like-minded souls. So this is a wonderful day. This is a celebratory day. So as I say this, your heart is expanding more and more. Am I truly free? Am I living in an undefended state? Finally. Yes. I was on a call yesterday, and a traditional psychotherapist jumped ship out of her work and said, I am now holding a platform of assisting women to become undefended leaders. And I said, yes, we're all getting the memo, aren't we? We are not alone. We're not isolated. We are with our flock, our team, our tribe. It is safe to speak the truth, to say who we are, to share where we're from, and to bring out our magic wands and flap our wings. And where we see that light is dimmed or lacking, we glow. We illuminate the potential for others to merge their circuitry with this divine bliss, with this oneness, with this feeling of all the pain is gone, and truly it was a blink. So take a deep breath, because in a moment we are going to have an anointing. We might want to, with ritual like this turning into ritual, put your hands on your heart with appreciation and hum a little bit and feel the vibration of your body, of your light vibrating into this realm, your divine presence, humming, sending tendrils of light with each beautiful tone hummed out into this realm. That's how powerful you are. And you haven't even uttered a word. Take a deep breath and one more long, nice hum. Feel the beauty and the joy and excitement of living in this physical body one day, knowing all that you are a divine being on earth, and all systems, all operational systems are now visible, usable, and non-retractable. This is real. This is the new reality forever now. It's not going to blink in and out like it did for a long time. Like, is this real? I had this experience with my friend. This was called a miracle. No, your toolkit, your skill set is easy to remanipulate the density on Earth. And they've called it miracles, but it's not miracles. It's just realignment of particles for health, for goodness, for more light, for more beneficial outcomes, for creating new communities. This is a magnificent time. And this day, these waking hours that you've been given to consider how and where to use your great gifts is just exciting. Or just rest, just unplug and rest until what is for yours to do, to experience, or where to live, or where to be, comes so strong, the chill in your body, the presence of this is me, this is mine, this is what I do. And nothing, there is no vibration on earth that can ever block that again. So again, undefended state is present, absolutely present in all that is. Okay, so let's take a deep breath together. No thoughts, no expectations, no pressures. Can you imagine living like that? Just in presence, pure, pleasurable presence. That's how children are before they get programmed. So imagine that you have, and we have creative imaginations, a bottle of frankincense, very high vibration. And go ahead and put a little drop on your finger. And just to show you how our mind creates, even if you don't have real essential oil or frankincense, smell your finger and imagine, if you know what frankincense smells like, your memory cells will take you right there. Breathe in this vibration that's going into your lungs, and this beautiful essential oil is now wafting in to all of your tissues via the capillaries, and that your physical internal fluidy body is now raising its vibration. Beautiful. Feel that at a certain point, there is so much spaciousness and light that your physical body is becoming enlightened. You are becoming light. You are moving into your Star Trek light body as we speak. Twinkly, different density, expanding. Feel your presence here. Again, light as a feather. And so this finger that has the essential oil has been very patient. Imagine now that you're taking this oil to your forehead and you're consecrating and you are blessing your journey and you are blessing your future. And we ask and intend, as we bring down the one, that we are aligned with the truest, highest masculine form of energy at source, to protect and provide, manage our lives and our thoughts in alignment with the Creator. And let that set. And feel the benevolent, wise energy of the pure masculine within yourself, whether you are a man or a woman, standing tall and holding the masculine energy of the Creator powerfully and correctly and purely. Beautiful. And now we contemplate the feminine, the expansive, on the earth, beautiful, nature holding spirit that weaves through everything, that is inclusive, collaborative, communicative, innately intuitive. And allow yourself, when you're ready, when you are feeling this essence, this vibration, the spiritual face of the Creator, go ahead and make the horizontal cross. And notice if you feel a little zing in your body as they completely balance, and hold all that you are in this beautiful, perfect, proportionate balance. The cross is balanced. And when you feel this balance, this pure infinite balance, allow for the center of the cross to simply melt away. And this is where you, as a functioning human, holding the masculine and feminine, have the power to plug in with and be one with the 0 point of all that is. We did it symbolically on our foreheads, but imagine that your entire heart is becoming this cross with the 0 point in the middle. Now imagine your entire body from the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet and your outstretched arms. Imagine your entire body is this consecration, the holding divine light that is connected to all that is in the 0 point. In this moment, there's no place to go. There's no thoughts to have. There's nothing. Just a blessed presence. Hold that nothingness. Let it sink in. You are the cross on the hill. You are the hope for the world. You are the balance that all is seeking inwardly and outwardly. And hold this balance yourself. Just allow it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And you may be having unusual feelings within your body as this occurs. It's a very strong imagery and movement. And take a breath and imagine that this form is not a wooden cross, this liquid light that holds this silhouette of this cross of a person who knows what to do, a person who always does the right thing because their heart feels and senses the divine truth of every choice, and a person that can speak that and hold it in alignment with protecting and providing as appropriate. You are a walking, talking ministry. Your very presence will emanate an eminence, illuminative hope, and inspiration. And this isn't religion, it's simply vibrational truth. Vibrating love and connection to the divine. There's been a million books, stories, poetry written of how all this works. And this is a process today that you are going through in your physical, experiential body to own it, claim it, and be it with this strong visualization. Whew, I have such a strong frankincense here. I'll just waft it on all of you. So go ahead and wiggle your fingers and toes and know you're still holding this profile, this form. It's still here. It's not just when we go into this light trance meditation. We are in a constant, perpetual, divine light form now. And we need sometimes pictures or anchors. So this is our picture. We are this. We are that Da Vinci Code, whatever man, the proportional. This is what they're talking about. This is divine man, the evolutionary being, reflecting all that is through this center point, this still point of this cross, which is pretty much right where your heart is. So just keep feeling this and letting it integrate. And as we finish this part of our talk here today, I invite you to put a golden resilient egg around all of this creation so that, some of us are still living with third dimensional people, jobs, whatever, and know that it's okay. We can be different. We can hold this and even be of greater service. So put this golden resilient egg over your entire body, and we ask and intend, and that's the magic one words, that over the next few days that this just keeps settling. And if you're artistic, you can draw a picture of this. You can create a little collage or anything, and that helps just like take us back right there. Just like the essential oil takes us into a state. So having artistic pursuits with these very etheric spiritual visualizations and activities grounds it here quite a bit. So thank you for joining me today. Again, I am Jan Jorgensen at Sound and Light Healing Arts, which I think is a great name for my business. And these meditations are called Be the Light. And since people do watch this around the world, I'll tell you, if you're really dedicated on your spiritual path and you'd like to have an appointment with me, I'm available. If it's the resonance, you just reach out. Just go to my website and it tells you how to find me. So we can connect and we can do a session together. Okay. I'm going to turn off the recording first.